Hello, I'm Karen from Griffin Designs. Thank you for ordering your car decal from us. First thing to do is to make sure your window is really clean. I'm using just clean water and a kitchen towel. If you've had your car washed in a car park, you may have got silicone on the window. If you think this might be the case, clean the window first with lighter fluid. Make sure the window is thoroughly dry before you start applying the decals. It's also best to choose a still, dry day. The Cambridge logo has to be applied all in one piece. Make sure you're not obscuring any of the lights that are integral to the window. First, use some masking tape to position it. The heated rear window lines are a very good idea, so you can put the line of the Cambridge logo onto the lines on either side, and then apply masking tape at the top to a hinge. So that means half of it is on the decal and half of it is on the window. Now you have to apply this all in one piece, and it is tricky on the larger ones. So make sure that it's firmly applied. Get your credit card or other flat surface and rub down firmly before you start removing the application tape. And then you lift it up and remove the wax backing paper gently. A second pair of hands probably would be useful at this stage. And it's a bit of a windy day, the day that we're doing this for you. So slowly peel that off, like that, and then gently lay it onto the window. And you can gently push along with your card, as you can see that I'm working the bubbles out. It doesn't matter if there's any bubbles on the actual paper, it's the white of the decal that you want to be smoothly applying. So do rub down quite firmly and making sure that the letters are on flat. It's fairly easy, just a bit of hard work on the elbows. And when you're sure about that, you just peel back the top corner, and you're trying to peel it back on itself so you're not pulling the letters. So can you see how I'm pulling it back very flat on itself? And the letters will stay on the screen. Now, it's a good idea to not wash the car for about 24 hours afterwards. The lettering isn't affected at all by the heated rear windscreen or the wiper blade, but it will be affected if you use an ice scraper. So buy yourself some de-icing spray for the winter and just spray the window. Don't scrape it with an ice scraper because you will chip them. And there you have it, perfectly on. For the personalised part of your logo, to make sure is that the E in Cambridge needs to be this. You need to use the height of that as a gap between that and your personalised details. Like before, have a look at the heated rear window elements and make sure that you're using those as a line. And again, use a hinge to create, and then I'm cutting in between the letters. Don't cut through the letters, but in the gap in between. I'm going all the way up to the end of the paper, but not through the masking tape that's on the screen. So you create a hinge. There we go. And then you can just lift up the single pieces. So like before, just rub down before you do it to make sure the lettering is well firmly onto the sticky paper. Lift it up and gently peel off. Now, if you find that the lettering is sticking to the waxy paper, you can just press it down and it will stick properly. So push out all of the air bubbles on the white so that they're stuck firmly to the screen. And it's just a case of working along. When you measured up, we would have asked you to make sure you had a 5 centimetre gap between the wiper and the actual lettering. And the reason for that is because in the car behind, people are looking at it from a lower angle, and you don't really want to obscure the bottom line of your personal details. So just finishing up here. It's much easier to do than the logo because of the easy to use pieces. But don't rush this bit. When you've made sure that it's on properly, again, you're just peeling it back. Like magic, it looks like every letter has been stuck on individually in exactly the same way as any professionally signed written van would be. If you do have any problems with your decal, please let us know. Removal is easy with gentle heat from a hot water bottle or a hairdryer, but otherwise it should be on your car for 2 to 5 years. Thank you very much for ordering from Griffin Designs.